Hi, Design from Groovy Entertainment. Today's video talking about Daisy, Dino, and Gladstone. Now, these are the three books that Gladstone was in, and Daisy and Dino was in these books too. Now, I never knew who Gladstone was. I thought Gladstone was Daisy's other boyfriend that she loved more than Donald Duck because he was rich and everything, and Donald Duck was poor and didn't have good manners. But in this book, Donald Duck's big surprise, we find you probably already knew who Gladstone was, Gladstone Gaynor. But in this book, it tells you that Gladstone Gaynor is Daisy's cousin. And I never knew that. I never knew who the guy was. He just popped up in these books. He was here we go. Yeah, see right here it tells you that that's her cousin. And but in the other books, and see how she's looking at him? And she just ignores Donald Duck. Every time she's with this guy, she ignores her man. But in this book, Gladstone and Donald Duck try to try to outdo each other in birthday gifts because Gladstone is in love with Daisy Duck and Donald Duck is in love with Daisy Duck. So do that mean that Daisy is in love with Gladstone, even though it's her family, even though it's a family member? And this is from 1987. This book right here was from 1980, I think, or 1980. 1982, this book was made. So 1982. 1987 is this one where they already talk a lot about him. Even the nephews are trying to figure out how Donald Duck gonna beat Gladstone in a birthday present kind of race. Did they tell their uncle that Gladstone is better because he got money, he can make Daisy more happier? And I don't know who if that's her cousin, then then it's not related to these people. That his Gladstone right here. He's a greedy person. He likes to get everything he can with money. He don't like to be poor. He likes to play jokes on everybody. Yeah, there's one book I do have is a Halloween party, but because I got so many barrels of books, I'm not digging for that one book. So this guy try to outdo Donald Duck because he know Donald Duck is poor and ain't got no money. See, going to a rich jewelry store, and he sees Donald Duck there. He wants to get Daisy Duck a golden a, a golden um bracelet for her arm. Mostly, this book tells you more. You get to hear more about Gladstone in this book only. There might be more books. We didn't read all the books yet. See, then he finds out how much this thing costs. He bought a 1 carat chocolate cupcake or something. And Donald Duck can't believe he paid that much money for a chocolate dessert. And then Donald Duck goes home sad because he knows Gladstone won. He knows there's no way he can beat Gladstone in the money part. So this is a big book about Gladstone. This one in the Halloween party from 1983 that I don't have with me. I remember that year. Then we got this one for 1983 in this one. Now, this one is Donald Duck just have bad luck all day. And he takes Daisy Duck on a picnic, but it starts to rain. He don't put the top up on the car so everybody gets soaked. Donald goes to get, I think, goes to the gas station or something to find help. Gladstone starts riding down the street, see Daisy in the car all wet. He asks Daisy, "You want to come with me?" She says, "Sure." So she hops in the car, and they have a picnic together. And they leave Donald Duck out in the woods. Let's see. Yeah, see? She sees Daisy Duck all by herself in Donald's car, getting soaking wet. He asks her, "Does she need a ride or something?" She said yes, and they go on a picnic together. So that means she left her boyfriend lost in the woods all by himself. Then somehow he meets up with his nephews. See, Donald Duck comes back after he got lost in the woods and finds the car empty. And the nephew tell Donald Duck that Daisy went with Gladstone, so they had to break the news to Donald Duck. So in all three of these books, there might be more books. I'm gonna keep buying Disney books, Donald Duck books, to see to know more about these characters. But the so far, what I'm finding out is that Gladstone loved Daisy Duck real bad. He loved to spend money on her, take her out on stuff that Donald Duck can never do. And Daisy Duck loved Gladstone a lot. She don't like Donald Duck and Gladstone around. So this these four books, or three books in my hand, I'm starting to figure out that Daisy would rather have Gladstone as a boyfriend than Donald Duck. So if you know more about Gladstone, I don't I'm not caught up with these people except when I'm reading them. You can leave it in the comments and tell me if I'm right or wrong. And if you read anything else with Gladstone and Daisy Duck and then Donald Duck, leave in the comments. If I can find some more books about these people, I'll buy them and read them to the channel. But do you think I'm wrong when I'm saying Daisy Duck is in love with her cousin? Or it is just the way these people wrote the book? And I know this the I know Walt Disney was dead by this point. He died in '66. So he didn't see these books come out ever. And I don't know if how the modern day Disney is because I don't want the modern day stuff. So I don't know if Gladstone is still in love with Daisy Duck or whatever. You can leave in the comments too and tell me how the modern cartoons runs. 'Cause I'm just reading stuff from the '80s and mostly the '80s because he's not in the '90s. I don't think. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. But another video coming out real soon.